All right. So, hello, everyone. Welcome to Light Show. It is the first in our Facing Your Feminine secret code name readings for the total solar eclipse. We're going to be looking into what life is like before the eclipse, what it is like after, and then why with the Kali Oracle, right? The guidance from your feminine that you should be taking moving forward for why things are happening the way that they are. So, let's get right into it. Let me know in the comments if you were drawn to this secret code name, how it resonates with you. What is going on, Spirit? What did life look like pre-eclipse for secret code name Light Show and those drawn to the message? What did life look like before? And what is it going to look like after, right? What did it look like before? All right, what did it look like before? We've got the Four of Swords. The Star card. What else? The Three of Coin. The Five of Pentacles reversed. Give me a couple more. The Lover's card. And the Six of Wands. All right. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. Top of the deck is the Nine of Coin. All right. So before the eclipse, what's relevant? Okay. With the Nine of Coins, you probably were single, or at the very least sovereign and in your own energy. And of all of the opportunities, you chose one. The divine gave you several options and you chose one, which I feel like brought you out of what was essentially a very peaceful place. The Four of Swords there lets me know that you were in a place of mental stability, and transformation came walking through the door, right? Or it entered through the window, as we see the little butterflies on the card, entering to see the man resting in his coffin, right? Because healing needed to take place. Potentially a birth with the stork there present on top of the star's head, right? There's a birth there. There was healing that needed to take place. And so the divine started drawing up this plan, this contract to get you out of lack mindset or wanting things that other people had, right? Because the dog is looking at the window and there's the light in the window and there's this sense of home inside the facility that, you know, the light is taking place in, and the dog's on the outside in the cold. And so it was relieving this feeling of aloneness, right? Being separate from other people. And so you may have, with your own masculine energy, chose to rescue the heart space of someone who was in need, right? You chose to rescue the heart space of someone who was in need. And it was a victory. It was a victory, right? Or at least you felt that it would be. Maybe the intention was to succeed in rescuing this person, right? This heart space that was wounded by life. You know, the feminine sitting here at the bottom of the tree with the snake around it, you know, they've been wounded. Their heart has been wounded. They learned something via humanity that hurt them. You know, the knowledge that we gain from experience isn't always fun. It's not always sunshine and rainbows. You know, this person was hurt by life, and you decided to try and pick them up, and we're really looking for the victory. Okay, so you went from a very sovereign place on your own to choosing a path, one that the divine offered you. Of several choices, you chose one. And it brought about this transformation, potentially with the birth of something new into your reality, if not literally. And everything else kind of went from there, right? The divine started drawing up the contract in order to help you not feel so alone or without, right? And you were looking for this victory with said person, right? You had brought someone else into the mix and we're looking for the victory. So if this is what was going on before the eclipse, what does it look like post-eclipse? What does this look like post-eclipse? Because there was healing that needed to be done, right? So where are you now and moving forward? What is the eclipse doing? Insight, please, for light show. We've got the 9 of Wands. The Tower. The Judgment card in the reverse. 5 of Swords in the reverse. The Chariot. All right, give me one more. And the 8 of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Coin. Top of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. All right. Okay. I feel like a 10 of Swords wanted to make itself present underneath that 7 of Coin. Okay. So post-eclipse, I think you're at a moment in time where you want to change your fate. I think that the harvest that you reaped with what you had originally gone after, right? The choice that you made here. I think that you're willing to take whatever it is that you could take from it. With the 7 of Pentacles, he's not standing here waiting for the harvest anymore. He's taking what he can get and he's moving, right? Because I think both of you ended up really seeing just how wounded each other are. Okay. We got 2 wounded masculines here. So the minds, both of your minds were wounded in a sense. Perceiving things about life or about each other incorrectly, right? And so the tower's coming down on that. The tower is the much needed healing, right? Because I think both of you guys might need to rest and reconsider, because I'm definitely taking into consideration the alignment of these cards, right? Not that there's no coincidences. I think both of you need a kind of rest in order to reset and transform with time, right? To transform with time, because whatever healing needed to take place, the healing is coming with the tower that's transpiring after all of this work that's been done to get you here, right? Because ultimately what was really being worked out was this alone feeling, this isolated feeling. And so the tower moment's coming in order to help heal it. With the judgment card in the reverse, it's acknowledging the fact that maybe you guys made the wrong decision. And if not wrong, because wrong might actually be the wrong word, it wasn't aligned with the highest good in the long run. You know what I mean? Like, it might have been a stepping stone. The healing process might be a stepping stone to get you both into your highest alignment. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it was together, because the judgment card in the reverse to me is reneging on something. It's reneging on a judgment call that was already made to move forward. It was already a plan set in motion that's not working out moving forward. It's going back on a call that was made. With the 5 of Swords in the reverse, clarifying that 5 of Pentacles, I think, yeah, like, you don't want to be alone, but you don't want to argue either. You know, you don't want to deal with quarrels and head-to-head tete-a-tetes with people. You know, the 5 of Swords is argumentative. It's not seeing eye to eye. So, yeah, you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be in this lack mentality, but you don't want to have to fight in order to not be alone either. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you might have got the wish granted that you weren't alone, right, with each other. But I think that the arguments or the battles of mind, right, are just kind of leaving you both wounded. And so there's this divine movement forward, right? Hand on heart space, trusting in your intuition moving forward. And one person doesn't know what to do or how to get out of it. And so there's another rescuing taking place. Just like the masculine facet here reached out to the feminine there. The feminine that is tied up and trapped here, there's a masculine with a sword cutting them loose. There's a masculine with a sword cutting them loose. Like, if you don't know how to free yourself, let me help you. Right? Let me help you. Let me give you a truth, right? Let me communicate something to you as going to help you see that you're not trapped where you are, right? In this kind of rainy, mucky day. We've got the gray sky in the background. We've got puddles of water in the mud. You know, it's a mess. The reality is a bit of a mess, and you're not trapped there. Your mind, your own mind may even be rescuing your heart space, saying it's okay, we'll choose better moving forward. You know, we'll remember that we're not alone, and that sometimes being alone can be better than being with someone, because at least we're at peace when we're alone, right? You were sovereign before you dealt with the wound, connected to feeling abandoned or out of place, right? It's like your mind is resting your feminine and doesn't know what to feel, and saying, okay, we're going to choose better now, right? We're going to choose better now. So let's see what the Kali Oracle has to say as far as guidance goes, because a lot of what is in the guidance is why, right? Why you've gone through this and how to best move forward from here so that you really don't go through it again, right? And we've got Anahata Kali, card number 33. All right, so let's bust out the book for you. Card number 33. Spirit, please, for light show and those drawn to it. It says, beautiful, powerful mother of the sacred universal heart, who lives within our hearts as the wisdom and healing power of love. Your heart knows how to heal and how to open, how to break and repair itself to become stronger and wiser than before. Your heart cannot be contained or constrained by what has taken place. Your heart wisdom and empowerment are growing. So soon you shall have the wisdom and courage to accomplish something very important for your soul journey. Trust in the invisible workings of divine love and let your heart be at peace. The journey of the soul is the journey from the head to the heart. Anahata is the Sanskrit name for the heart chakra, and Anahata Kali is the goddess who secures the awakening, transformation, and liberation of the heart. Love is her expression. When Kama touches the heart, it becomes capable of love that is increasingly unconditional, fearless, and compassionate. Such empowerments often manifest through loss and betrayal. In responding to such challenges, we grow our heart's capacity for love, processing and healing emotions of grief, betrayal, and anger. Our heart becomes stronger through the process. The human heart is capable of overcoming enormous negativity. It is an astonishingly powerful and beautiful temple of spirit. We can underestimate the extraordinary power of the heart. By focusing on its sweetness, love, and light as though they were weaker than anger, fear, or the consuming intensity of grief, we can only begin to understand the spiritual worlds and how they operate when we let go of the human perspective. A human believes that the heavier and denser something is, the more powerful it is. A heavy emotion like anger or physical situations that appears gridlocked are given more weight than intangible realms of spirit. Yet spirit is behind all things, in all things. Being invisible does not impede its effectiveness. If anything, it enhances it. For something so seemingly invisible, love has unconquerable power. We affirm this in expressions such as love can move mountains or love will always find a way. Yet we are conditioned to believe that there is more power in what we can see and control rather than a spiritual power of love. Such conditioning pulls us away from heart connection and into fear-based belief system that we need to control things, or there will be no benefit, no safety, or no happiness. However, we can never be safe if we are disconnected from the spiritual home of the heart, where all healing wisdom, true guidance, spiritual protection, and regenerating vitality resides. The backlog of emotional pain stored in our hearts can sometimes cause us to shut down, even when we know that in closing down our hearts, we lose out on love's joy and wisdom. We may go through the motions of living, but without the real emotional juice and revitalizing engagement with life. Kali Anahata brings a message from the Divine Mother that she is supporting you in healing your heart. She wants you to connect to more profound joy in life. And as you trust yourself and trust in her, you can heal even long-term karmic scars. You can learn to return to love, to be in love, to live the love within your ever beautiful heart. For those who live from the heart space, it can be hard to remember what it was like before. Yet many still live in such a way, driven by fear, plagued with anxiety, hardened through living in a way that is oppressive to the spirit. But this oracle asks you to acknowledge how far you've come and where you would like to go. Not so much in terms of external markers, but in terms of emotional freedom. If you've been focusing on healing a specific issue in your life, the oracle indicates you have the strength, wisdom, and courage of heart to accomplish that. For those of you who have had their heart broken in love, in spiritual communities, by friends or family members, by God or life itself, the message here is that something deeper is taking place. The shattering of structures, even of ideals, gives the heart the opportunity to break free and open up to a greater and more satisfying experience and expression of love. Becoming non-defensive, softening and opening to spirit with unconditional trust places you in a position of astonishing protection, empowerment, and grace. Keep your heart open to the Divine Mother. Through that openness, the right things shall emerge at the right time. The walls we build around our hearts need to be broken down so we can fulfill our sacred purpose and path. Trust that the pains of your past do not have a place in your future. No matter what appears to be, she knows the way through. Temper your fierce emotions without denying them. Keep bringing yourself back to your center. Continue to find the moderate and peaceful resting place within, even as you make radical progress on your path. The oracle predicts the successful completion of a time of spiritual initiation. Grace yourself with the gift of relief and trust that all is well. You know, this is a reminder that where you were and where you're going is because there was some kind of oversight when it came to going into your heart space. That there was fear that was in the mind and choosing things. That there was anxiety or doubt of the self in the mind that was choosing things. And so we tried to make some things happen. We ignored red flags because we wanted something. And we just thought if we ignore this and we do that, we'll get what we want. And you did. You got what you wanted. You just didn't realize that the lesson Spirit was teaching you was to listen, though. Because it didn't have to result this way. Sometimes when we release control and have those conversations with Spirit, like this is what I'm feeling and this is what's difficult and this is what I want, and we surrender the how, we surrender control, it ends up working out much better than we thought, you know. So make sure moving forward that your masculine is not trapping your feminine and keeping your feelings in a place of submission to the power that the mind wants to have over things now. Because our heart will feel right. It won't be setting off warnings of red flags. It'll be reminding you of the things that are good. and feeling good when the fear state tries to come in and tells you not to do it again because, you know, the last time you fell in love, this happened. And the last time you fell in love, that happened. And the last time you opened up, this happened. And you could say, yeah, but last time there were red flags that I ignored. Last time there were signs that I shouldn't move forward. Last time I was afraid of not knowing myself and I didn't trust my worth and fill in the blank. Last time. This time's different because I know my worth this time. I don't feel alone in this world anymore. I know Spirit's with me all the time. I know that I'm loved and lovable. I know that I won't ignore red flags. That's why we're here right now, because I haven't felt any of those yet. I've gotten nothing but green lights. It's okay to move forward, right? The heart is powerful and it can heal. When you accept how you got to where you are, you can feel a whole lot better about where you're going, because you can see your own shortcomings and recognize that those are the things that you're going to not fall short on moving forward. That's why everything happened the way that it did. That's why things are going to be moving forward differently now, because Spirit's giving you another shot at healing. Spirit's giving you another chance to thrive moving forward, which means the old, seemingly, you know, hopeful contract of success that didn't end up so successful has to clear out in some which way, shape, or form to make room for the new coming in, right? Where your mind can actually set your heart free from the prison that you've put it in here, right? So, 𝗗𝗘𝗥𝗦𝗗𝗗. I hope, and I have faith, I'll say that, I have faith that if this message caught you, if you can listen back to it even just a couple times and understand why things happen the way they happen so that they can move forward the way that they need to move forward, because you had to learn a certain lesson that was overlooked last time. The reason why you're moving forward and taking what you can get that's valuable and heading on your way is because the choice you picked was letting go of self-sabotaging patterns of acceptance for less than what is truly acceptable from yourself in the way that you choose for yourself. All right. And I have faith that whatever show you put on moving forward in this grand story of your life, that it's going to be light. So secret code name Light Show. I wish you nothing but the best. And my love and support is with you always. And I will catch you next time. Bye.